What would you say would be or was the best era in hip hop to you?
I'm gonna say this is an unpopular opinion. Well, I don't know if it was the best, but my favorite was the like the early 2000s.
Okay, okay.
Like I said, I love like the 90s is the golden era, right?
Yep.
But I don't know. I think the lyricism got better like in the 2000s. Like you had all the mixtape dudes that you had a fucking punchline after punchline. You
Yeah.
weren't like the 90s had the classic nostalgic beats,
The sounds
Illmatic.
and everything,
But
yeah.
I mean, I like just spitters, you know what I mean? So
Nah, facts,
like the
facts.
K Slay mixtapes, the Clue mixtape. I love Dipset, and I was a big Dipset fan.
Okay, okay.
I love the Locks. I mean, when
Yep.
they went at it, that was
Oh
the
yeah,
Locks watched them though.
Oh yeah, the locks. You talking about G Unit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
Dipset, the Locks and
Oh yeah. Well, they
Dipset on
watch
the
everybody.
verses.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were watching everybody, dog.
Jadakiss is he's
Monster. But
yeah, he
you know what's
turned into
funny?
something else that
I'll
night.
say Styles. I actually know I like Styles, but I think Sheik is better than both of them though. Low key.
Sheik's underrated. I don't
Yeah,
know if he's better, but like he might make a better album than him because his the Walk with Me album was,
I'm
you
telling you.
know, that's the knock on Jadakiss. Like he might not have a classic album. I still bump his
I still bump
albums
his
though.
albums. Word.
But like his verses are like classics. You know what I mean? In
That's
their
why he's
own
top
right.
five dead or alive, man.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
verses is unmatched sometimes, man.
yeah, yeah. And the performance that night was
Oh,
that, you talk
whew.
about like I don't know. I saw DMX live. I told you was the best, but that Jadakiss
After that,
performance
hell
that
yeah.
was
That
something
shows that he
else.
still got it. That shows that he knows how to rock a crowd. And I think that's a part of being a master of ceremonies, being a true
Yeah,
MC. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because a lot of people can rap and spit and do whatever, but they don't know how to
yeah,
command a crowd and run a show
yeah.
like that. And I think that's important in like showmanship.
Yeah, Dipset wasn't ready for that. They
Nah,
thought they were just gonna play some joints,
uh-huh.
and then like Locks was they were ready for the
They were
battle.
locked in.
Yeah,
Big facts, man. And I think with them too, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think Jadakiss set a precedent on how to do a verses? Because before Jadakiss, these people
yeah.
like people weren't doing verses like that. You know what
Now
I'm
it was
saying?
friendly before,
Yeah, it
and
was
then
friendly,
he
whatever.
turned it into like, yo, let's see who can perform better. You know what I
Because
mean?
like you
Let's
watch
see
with
who's
Cash
nice
Money
like
in them,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It goes and it's funny. It goes rap's big three per era, right? Now for the '80s, what
yeah,
was your big three for the '80s? I had LL Cool J, KRS
yeah.
One, Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. As old as I am, I kind of miss the '80s. But I mean, I've obviously went back, but I'd say KRS One because I mean I've opened up for KRS 3 times, and I
Oh,
will
that's
say of all
fire.
like I'll say all the people that I've opened up for, he was probably the coolest. Like as
Uh
far
huh.
as making a point to meet everybody. And then I like Big Daddy Kane. He kind of birthed Jay Z almost like that slick shit,
Yeah, that
the
slick
slick
shit.
talk.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
I'm gonna put him up there, and then probably Cool G Rap because he had the multi syllables that
Yeah.
everyone went to use. So I say Cool G Rap, KRS One, and Kane.
Okay.
I know I'm leaving Rakim
Oh,
off,
I about
but
to say Rakim. Usually people didn't
yeah,
put Rakim in this list too, but that's alright though,
yeah.
because you can just they're all interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? You
I
can't go
bet you
wrong.
if I was like more tapped in during that time, like Rakim would probably be my favorite.
Right,
But
right, right.
since I missed the time and now I'm going back, like I'll stick with the three that I said.
Big facts. That's same with me too, man. Like for me, like I
Yeah,
know Rakim is definitely like one of the founding fathers, but I'm like I hold a special place for BDK because BDK was one of those first artists that I heard. Like I think that song with Spinderella very special was when I'm like, yeah, I fuck with this. That smooth player raps, you know what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
LL
yeah,
Cool J, you know what I'm saying? It's just that self-explanatory, you know what I mean? Just one of the youngest rappers of the game at the time and just doing what he was
yeah.
doing. And then KRS was one of those first artists that I heard with just that old rap boom bap flow, and then like 9 millimeter, Love's Gonna Get You, and
Yeah.
number one, and then obviously like my favorite verse when he was dissing the Queensbridge joint when he's like Roxanne Shante is only good for steady pumping. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was
Like he was a
ruthless with the
dog, yeah,
disses.
man.
Yeah,
Big
yeah, he didn't
facts.
want that smoke.
Nah, man, he's one of the goats for a reason, dog.
Yep.
Now going into the '90s era, I had Biggie, Tupac, and Nas. Who do you have?
Biggie too. The nine. So this is all just the '90s.
Yep, '90s big three. Like, who was your big three in the '90s?
Uh, I'm an East Coast guy, so I'll probably just be Big J and Nas.
Okay,
Big
okay.
Jay Z and Nas. Yeah,
Right. It's funny about Jay though. You know why I say about Jay? Because a lot of people throw Jay in there a little bit, but you a little older than me, so we can talk about this. I feel like
yeah,
Jay's real dominant run. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? To run the '90s, to be a part of that big three conversation was more or less in the 2000s. I think like the
yeah,
Tupacs, the Nas's, the Biggies, like the Naughty by Natures, the Method Mans. There was so many other people I feel like that was running the '90s where I'm like
yeah.
Jay's dominant
Well,
era was the
yeah. If I could, it would definitely be Biggie, and then I think Nas is,
2000s.
and then if I had a substitute Jay Z, if you're saying. If I could put Wu Tang Clan as one, because
As
that
one,
was
okay.
yeah,
I would respect. I respect that. I actually respect that
yeah,
because they was killing the '90s, dog. Like everybody was a Wu Tang member, bro. They had multiple dudes.
yeah. They were huge. I mean, so influential.
Yeah, they was running the '90s. So
Yeah,
I would actually say that too because they don't got to be a solo artist either. So I'll take
yeah,
that. But Jay
yeah,
does count because Jay did put out projects in the '90s for sure.
yeah. I mean, I like his early work too.
Yeah. I say, it's funny. I think I just like Jay in the 2000s. I think some of Jay's best work came in the
Yeah.
2000s. If you
It
ask
was
me.
really late '90s into like early '2s.
Yeah.
I think the Blueprint's his best album. I think
Okay, I'm with Blueprint Gift and a Curse or Blueprint the
the
first.
original.
Okay, the
The
original.
first one.
Okay, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. See, I think it goes that, and I also put the Black album up there. I think the Black album might have been
I
one of
like
his
the
best
Black
albums too.
album. I would say that might be. I don't think it's the second best of his, but it might be my preference wise second.
Now
Yeah,
I'm surprised you didn't mention Reasonable Doubt because a lot of people didn't held on to Reasonable Doubt, but the more conversations I've had, a lot of people don't talk about it like that. Like they just be like, yeah, it's a
yeah,
classic, but they like other ones. That's why.
yeah. I even like the Lifetime Volume One because I had
Mm-hmm.
that on cassette tape. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
The good old
and that
cassette
has
tapes, AB
the
side.
imaginary play. I always love that
That's
joint.
my song right there. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And then City is Mine is a sleeper on that joint too. City is Mine.
yeah, yep. And was Friend or Foe on that? Or was that?
I feel like that might have been reasonable. I feel like Friend or Foe might have been
Yeah,
reasonable.
yeah.
It sounds
Okay.
reasonable to me, but I can't remember.
Yeah,
Because Jay got so many goddamn bangers.
I know.
That's the crazy
I
thing.
know.
It's funny that you say you didn't mention a West Coast artists for that. Because I feel like the West Coast was definitely running the 90s a little bit, like Q, Pop,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, Digital Underground and them and shit like that. But would you consider yourself, I say New York bias, but we from Boston, so it's like you have
Yeah.
an East Coast bias.
I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. I love Pac. Like I Get Around. I actually had that single on cassette tape,
Yep.
and then I think once Biggie, once he had the beef with Biggie, then I was like, "Fuck
Like I'm
this."
shooting sides.
I loved Biggie. I was a huge, but it came on in the work truck. I don't have. It's old, so I don't have my phone hookup. So I was listening to either 94.5 or 96.9 the other day,
Oh
and
shit.
usually they're playing that fucking Kendrick Lamar like every friggin' 5 minutes. But randomly they had a Tupac song. I was like, this might be my favorite Pac song. The Gangsta Party with Snoop.
Oh,
I was
two of
like,
America's Most Wanted, fire. Hell yeah.
that I love that track. I forgot about it.
That's definitely one of my favorite Tupac tracks for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's more
Yeah.
Snoop's flow and cadence on that for me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Actually, Pac too.
yeah.
Pac was killing that shit too.
Yeah, that beat, man.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yeah.
Next one is the good old 2000s. I got JM and 50. That was like clear cut for me.
Yeah. I guess I'd have to put M just because he's so influential.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's a good list. If I had to sneak one guy on there, it might be Cameron. I'm like
Hey, fair.
yeah, I love the Purple Haze album.
Yup. I
Yeah.
think Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment was another good one in there. Dog, Horse and
Yeah.
Carriage was out there. Like,
And then the whole Dipset movement.
yes, that was a good 4 or 5 year movement though too. I feel like 04 to 08 maybe somewhere around there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you had Joel
Hell yeah.
Santana. That was when Joel Santana was at his peak, though, too.
He was a monster.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. I can't feel my
Sad
face,
that.
days, everything. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah.
up next, dog. I'm mad that he didn't like get his shot like that. He was supposed to be
He
going up.
messed this shit up, man. Sad to see him now. Kind
Yeah,
of. I root for him, but it seems like he's not.
the rap ain't
Can't
where
get
it's
back.
at.
He can't get back on track to
Yeah,
where he should be.
that's
Yeah.
tough. That's always a tough to watch the fall from grace sometimes, man.
Also, you could put Kanye there though too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can put T.I.
Kanye's a
too.
weird one
You
because
know,
like he might make the best music, but then you're like, how much is he writing as a lyricist? Like I
and
don't know
that's
how
my
much
thing.
ghost writing. Yeah.
And that's my thing. Like now, it's funny
Yeah.
that you bring up ghostwriters and stuff like that. Do you respect ghostwriting? I don't personally. I like.
I
It's
really
cool
don't.
if you make a song, but I don't respect it.
I'm happy to do it if someone needs it, and get paid for it. But as far as like, nah, that's why like even Dr. Dre could never be on any top
Any
rapper
top rapper list or
yeah,
Diddy, nobody. Yeah.
yeah, nah, yeah, I don't respect it either. You're not you're an artist, but you're not a MC.
You're not
You
a
know what I
MC.
mean?
You're not a lyricist. You're not a rapper.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're just a
yeah.
man with a voice.
I would
that
love to
reproduces
know how
lyrics.
much Kanye actually, what verses Kanye has actually written,
I
because he
feel like you can
delivers them
tell.
great. He delivers them great.
Right.
Yeah,
Now with ghostwriting, this is a little off brand a little bit, but with ghostwriting, now for me, I always feel like you can tell who ghost wrote for
yeah,
that person when they spit
yeah.
the bars. Do you feel that way?
Not always, but then like if you tell me and then I go bad, I'm like, oh yeah,
And
I
listen,
can
you're like,
see
okay,
that.
yeah, I hear that, yeah,
Like
yeah.
Jay-Z wrote what was it? Still Dre.
Still Dre, you can hear
Can
Dre's
you
flow
write
all
Dre's
on that.
verse on that?
Yep.
And then Eminem obviously wrote all of
All
Forgot
of Dre
About
shit.
You. Yeah, that shit's a fire verse that
Hell
he
yeah.
gave.
You can just hear
Yeah.
M's flow and Dre. You can hear
Oh
anybody's
yeah.
flow and Dre rapping. That's the funny thing. Like even
Yeah.
even back to like, express yourself. You can tell Cube wrote that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Wicked
Q,
capabilities.
Q might be like, he might be my top West Coast rapper.
Oh yeah, he's definitely my number one
Like,
for me.
when I was watching Yo MTV Rap, so before I was like heavily into the New York scene, I was just seeing everybody.
Uh-huh.
Cube was one of my early favorites.
Cube
Well,
was one of my early favorites because of No Vaseline. I think when I heard
Yeah.
No Vaseline, I was like, yeah, Cube's one of those
Yeah.
dudes. And then what he
The
did with
check-
Cypress Hill.
check yourself before you wreck
Yep,
yourself.
you wreck yourself. Today was a good day. Like Cube
Yeah,
was running.
that's a great song. I
Yeah.
mean,
Cube
yeah.
was running the 90s, man, too. That's why it's funny I had to ask about that New York or Boston or East Coast bias, because I'm like, we missing out some East Coast artists in this big three in the 90s, especially because that was Cube was running it. Even with
Yeah.
making movies and everything as well, too.
Yeah.
Players Club, Fridays.
Yeah.
Cube was doing his thing in the 90s.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's like, yeah, but I'm gonna be on my East Coast bias shit though. It's all good. Like,
No, I'm popular opinion. I might even have Cube over Pac for West Coast.
hey, I ain't gonna. I'm with you on that. We both unpopular
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.